audience who would like.
99.9%. Yeah. I started. Well, I was a very, very vocal child. I was always very, very smart and precocious and too smart for my own good sometimes. I would get in trouble for my mouth a lot. Someone, when I was in second grade, someone told my mom, you have to put him in the junior company at Roger Rocca's Dinner Theater. And this was in Fresno, California, Clovis, same place. It's like the junior company was a pre-show that Roger Rocca's Dinner Theater would have before their community theater production of Fiddler, Mame, any generic musical under rights of $20,000.
But the audience who was like eating spaghetti.
Yes, there was clanking and waiters and drunk people running around and yeah. And so the junior company would always do a melody of a medley, of songs that were themed to whatever the musical was. So when it was Paint Your Wagon, we would do like a theme about like transportation and so on. And it really was, it was Glee. Like it was us doing random songs in random order, a bunch of obnoxious singing, dancing kids. And I did that for from the time I was 10 to the time I was about 15. And in the meantime, I've been doing countless community theater shows. I was every generic little boy in every show known to man. I was Kurt the Sound of Music. I was Ralphie in A Christmas Story. I was, oh God.
How about the little boy in Ragtime?
I was not. No. That's kind of a controversial show. So Columbus didn't do anything like that. No black people. What? No, okay, they're friendly. But yeah, so I had, by the time I was like 15, I had done at least, I think because I was very impressed with myself. So I counted, I had done over like 2,000 performances in various productions and over, I think, 44 shows. So I had a lot of experience under my belt when I went into high school.
And so agents cruised the dinner theater? I mean, how did you get there?
No, we could not get any agents to the dinner theater. But we actually, as fate would have it, a family friend of a family friend happened to be an agent in LA. And, oh God, we tried getting her out to see me for years and years. And like any sane person would say, there's no way I'm going to Fresno. And then finally we sent her some audition tapes, and she signed me right before I went to high school. And then from freshman year to senior year, I auditioned for every show that was on TV and every movie that had kids in it, and I sucked at every audition. I would get so I was horrible. Like somewhere in LA, there is a closet full of horrible audition tapes of me that I'm gonna like hit YouTube, and I'm gonna lose all credibility. But it was always I always put too much pressure on myself because I'd go into these auditions thinking this is my way to escape, this is my way to get out of it. For a dream to come true, and so I would just be too nervous and I'd be awful. And then I think a few weeks right before I started college, we got an email saying that I was going to audition for Glee. And the first thing that intrigued me about Glee was that it was Brian Murphy, because I was a huge Nip Tuck fan. And I remember that was like my teenage rebellion period, watching Nip Tuck. Because I wasn't supposed to. And my mom would get so mad at me when she'd catch me watching Nip Tuck. She'd be like, oh, it's a commercial, it's a long commercial. But yeah, and then the rest is history.
Well, we're going to look at a clip now of a short independent film called Russell Fish.
Oh, no!
Some eerie overlap. Anyway, we're going to see two clips at once now. You can look at it right.
Okay. I was here every day.
But you didn't finish every day. There's our players,
did last summer.
Almost halfway done with almost all of it, Mr. Shue.
It's hammer time.
Please, this is Mark Jacobs' new collection.
Wait. Okay.
Basically, I'm typecast as a victim.
Well, I don't agree with that. We can get back to that later. But it is interesting that the only clip we could find of your pre-Glee work was this amazing kind of bullying thing.
Yeah.
And, which made me think about how one of the amazing just bits of serendipity or just kind of brilliant, great minds is the Glee arrived on the scene just as bullying was becoming a really important issue in the popular consciousness.
Yeah.
And, just as a lot of school districts were introducing anti-bullying courses and the whole It Gets Better campaign and everything. And obviously, you're so good at this. I mean, I assume that you experienced this in your own high school.
I did, yeah. I was bullied so much in middle school that my parents homeschooled me for 7th and 8th grade.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, because I kept getting shoved into lockers because I was very tiny. Thank God for cell phones, otherwise I'd still be in there. People breaking into my locker and vandalizing my shirts. And I'll never forget, I had a PE shirt in middle school that someone stole from my locker. And of course, I don't know if it's the same, but like our names were written on the shirts and blah, blah, blah. And they had crossed out my name with a Sharpie with their own, so they wouldn't get in trouble.
Smart. Yeah.
You see why I wanted to get out of there?
So, Kurt has a lot of great comebacks. Did you develop them?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. I got really good at it. Like way too good at it. Oh God, what are some of my good ones? I remember the whole thing was like even though I wasn't like really honest with myself in high school, the whole being gay thing was the worst thing you could ever possibly be.
Yeah.
Like that was like the epitome of you could not get lower. At my high school, so everyone was called the F word, I remember people would ask me, like I was a freshman walking by a group of seniors, and they'd be like, "Hey, what's sex with men like?" And I'd say, "Don't you remember?" that was my best one.
So, how do you think going through this has affected your personality or acting talent?
I think it just made me be incredibly quick on my feet. I think it made my wit level rise very high. I had an amazing speech and debate teacher. Her name is Mackenzie McCoy, and she probably was one of those inspirational people of my life. And she had the most amazing quote that she said to us one day in class. That was, "If you own who you are, no one can ever use you against you." Mm-hmm. And I definitely took that to heart, and realized if I just kind of didn't rise above, because bullying can't really rise above because it's so low. As long as we're with them and ready for responses and made them feel like the idiot, then they couldn't really hurt you.
Have you encountered any of these people since you're rocketing to stardom?
I get a Facebook message occasionally from people, "Hey Chris, remember me? We had such a great time, and I hope you remember all the good